And so let's begin that descent together through this collective field that we've created with our intention and through our willingness to go deep and know ourselves. And just as deep as feels possible on any given day. Could be 5% today. And it's enough. So let's start by doing, inviting the self-hug. So the right hand is under your left armpit and your left hand is on top of your right deltoid. And we're signaling to the nervous system that it's safe. It's safe to go deep. It's safe to enter through the portal of our own hearts and our own minds and our spirits and bodies. And every culture has had a way of doing this. So see if you can feel in your own DNA, what did your ancestors do? How did they do this? How did they descend into their own bodies as the home of their spirit? And our ancestors know. That's why for thousands of years they've been doing these practices. They knew what we needed. To have balance. And prosperity and joy within the human mind and body. Some would meditate in dark caves. Some would follow their breath. And many of them knew how to turn off from the external world in order to commune with spirit. And so as you descend into your own body, feel the resource of the support underneath you. Feel your body being held. And tapping into the knowing that everything you need to heal, whatever it is already within you. The possibilities and potentials are already there. And notice the sensations in your body now. Is there butterflies in your stomach as you enter deeply into your own self, your own experience? Do your legs feel heavy? Does your chest feel tight? And just let yourself feel any of those sensations arising. See if your jaw can drop a bit. Your tongue come to the bottom of your mouth and your shoulders soften. And notice if the weight of your body starts to become stronger, heavier. And if there's resistance to the slowing down, to feel it can be uncomfortable. The rush of the stress hormones can make it uncomfortable. And wherever you are, coming from the day that you've come from, it's perfectly fine. You can never get it wrong with this deep somatic work. And if you don't feel much in your body, it's also fine. Sometimes there's numbness and freeze from going too fast or not feeling safe enough to feel. And it's okay. See if you're going through lists in your head. And you can ask your spirit or whatever you believe in to help you to drop it. So that you can give attention to your full humanity, your full authentic self. And if you feel resourced enough, you can ask, what are the shadows? What are the masks or coping strategies or unintegrated traumas, whether they're big T, major event, life event traumas, or little t, chronic stress traumas. That they're welcome and their sensations are welcome. And you're being held by something much greater. And ask them what they want to tell you. What do they want you to see? And if ever it's overwhelming, you just slow down and go back to your resources, feeling the support underneath you and feeling your breath. Notice what happens with your breath as you invite the shadows, the subconscious mind to speak. What is it yearning for? It wants to be known. And trust your body can hold it. And your spirit knows how to meet it. And this universal portal that's open at this time that supports the descent into matter and into all the pieces we've been running too fast to integrate. That universal portal of consciousness is also holding us to support this meeting. Which it's been graciously supporting for thousands of years. Feel its ancient energy holding you. the ancient memory of all your ancestors guiding you to this point. They know your soul. Your light and your darkness. And your authentic self beyond both. Let them help you, the well ancestors. Let this ancient passage of time, sacred portal into the darkness, let it hold your darkness. We were never meant to just know only light. We're meant also to know our shadow. They're both part of our dual experience on the earth, home of polarities. And if there's very young parts of you coming forth, invite them as well. Be held by the womb of darkness. Feel your body. Notice what it's like to truly descend into all the parts it's willing and able to allow you to rejoin. Let it hold you and rock you in the darkness. Let it call you by name. And allow you to rest within its sacred nature. Notice any emotions that come that want to be felt. and allow them to move through as energy. And if you need support to move through any of the states that surface physically, mentally, or emotionally, or spiritually, you can make the VU sound. VU. To vibrate your vagus nerve. Bring it back online. And notice any change in sensations in your body as you just allow it to rest in the darkness. The darkness as a natural polarity of the light. And let's give thanks to the darkness, however you want to thank it for holding you. For giving you respite. And let it know that you will visit it whenever your body and your spirit need to be with contraction. And knowing that we cannot infinitely contract. That meeting our contraction will ultimately catapult us back into expansion. A more embodied expansion, because it includes the contraction. Notice if your spirit has anything else it would like to tell you from the place of the portal of the darkness. And see if you can invite yourself to remember this, the rhythms that are inherent in this state, the slow down rhythms that are necessary to restore ourselves on all levels. Remember these rejuvenating, juicy, life-filled rhythms. Even though they're slow, they're full of life because they're being refilled by life. And being full of life doesn't always look outward, doesn't always look like a activated state of hyperarousal or excited or outwardly happy. Full of life can be like this, slow and connected. Slowly, we're going to begin our ascent towards the light, just as though we're peeking at it, entering that inner chamber of darkness. It's just playing its rays as they enter the darkness. So gently. And notice how your body responds. Does it soften and open? Maybe it wants to just stay in the darkness and keep resting. See if you can remain in a restful state while witnessing the light. as it starts to tickle your awareness, your spirit. See if you can still feel the density of your physical body. You don't have to leave your body to merge with the light. You can stay deeply connected to it. And see if you can start to invite the light gently and slowly into the inner chambers of your physical body. It's as though you're drinking it in, maybe through your crown or your third eye. Whatever chakra might want to invite it in first, any of the energy centers that could really use its fluidity, its flexibility, its expansive quality. Maybe it's in your joints, your hands or your feet. Maybe it's in your heart. Let these tendrils of light enter where you need them the most. And let them play. In a way that shows that they know the density of the body is not only what we are. and in the way that the ancient people would celebrate also this return of the light. As the sun began to arc higher and higher across the skylines each day. See if your eyes can find that sun. How does it feel in your eyes when you imagine looking at its brilliance, its life-giving medicine to everything that walks the earth? There was a reason it was revered as a god also for thousands of years, as it shines its light on everyone and everything indiscriminately. Because it gives life. Notice what it feels like to have your face lit up by that great light, that eternal sunshine. You may also see the light of spirit or God consciousness, the light of the stars or the moon. All of nature is inviting and welcoming and celebrating our human experiences alongside of its cycles. Nature nature worship and reverence has been part of so many, maybe all the ancient cultures and civilizations up until Christianity more so. It was always part of our celebration of spirit. And it still is, whether we remember it or not. Here in Bali, the nature is revered. The roots of animism in this culture still celebrate communion with nature and cycles. the nature is always supporting us through its expansive and contracting seasons and cycles. Notice if there's any movement that you would like to make in your body to open to the light, to welcome it. To inhabit your cells, to support their processes. And circulate the light through energy, through breath, through the blood and the lymph, and cycle it through our whole body with each heartbeat and breath. Ask it for whatever help you need from it. What light do you need shone on what parts of your psyche, your spirit, your body? What do you want to ask the light? What do you want to leave behind this year? And what do you want to enter into more fully alongside the light? What do you want to reach for in life? That the light's quality of expansion would support you to do. And welcome it. Welcome that great light usher in new possibilities that your soul has, your spirit has been yearning for, maybe for lifetimes, maybe all through your lineage. What have they been yearning for? If you ask your ancestors, and what can you birth on their behalf? What can you bring to light? And all, let us stay here for some moments with that reflection and feel it all through your body. And invite your authentic self to speak in this space. The frequency of authenticity is greater than that of joy and love. So let your authenticity speak. When you're ready, I'll invite you to slowly start to come back into the space where you are. If you would like to look around with your eyes slowly as they open. And make any movements that you need to. And the invitation is to stay connected to the emerging light within the density of the physical body, embodied presence. Can remain. And take your time.